Hi, my name is Larissa, and in this video, I'll demonstrate how to create and use a grade record using Spark's traditional grading strategies. Traditional grade strategies look more like what most of us are familiar with in school, grades based on percentages or total points. Traditional grading works well for classes that use assignments, tests, or projects with clear point values, and assignments can be weighted or unweighted depending on your setup. It also works well for classes that need a GPA assigned or for use in transcripts. To start, we'll create a new traditional grade record. Go to Grades, found in both the homeschool and microschool versions. In the microschool version, Grades is found on the Teacher navigation side or within a classroom in the Grades tab. Find or create the gradebook you wish this record to be stored within. Once in the gradebook, click Add Grade Record at the top right. Give it a name, select the instructor and the subject, and make sure the correct students are enrolled in the record. Then for the grading strategy, either select traditional percentage or traditional points. Both traditional strategy types use letter grade scales based on percentage scores. For instance, a score of 90 to 100% would equal an A, etc. If I choose the traditional percentage strategy, each assignment can also be given a weight, making some worth more toward the final score than others. For instance, exams may be given more weight than quizzes. We'll look at how to use weights more in a bit. If I choose traditional points, I'll still select a grading scale, but I won't use weight categories. Instead, the grade will be based on the total points earned divided by total points possible. Weights are not needed with this strategy because an assignment with more points possible will automatically be worth more toward the final score. For example, an exam worth 100 points will weigh more than a quiz worth 25. When I'm ready, I'll click Create Record. But first, let's take a deeper look at grade scales. I'll now show you how to create and customize your own scales and weights. You can do this in each grade record when first creating it or on the Scales and Weights page. To select or create a custom scale when first creating a grade record, scroll down to the Scales section and select from your scales that you have saved, or click Create New Saved Scale. Create your scale, and it is now saved in your Scales and Weights page. Once you have the correct scale selected for your grade record, click Create Traditional Record. You can also go directly to the Scales and Weights page to add a new saved traditional scale for future use, or to edit a previously created scale. To edit or change a scale for an existing grade record after it's been created, open the record and go to Grade Record Settings. Go to the Scales tab. Make your changes here and save. Or you can click Select Different Scale and select a different scale altogether for that grade record. Weights can be customized the same way. If you select Traditional Percentage in a new grade record, scroll down to the Category Weights section and either select a category set from a pre-saved set or create a new one. Weight sets created here will be saved on your Scales and Weights page. You can also go to that page to create new weight sets or to edit previously created sets. It's important for you to know that your weight percentages do not have to add up to 100%. The system will calculate them correctly regardless of the percentage they add up to. If you need to change or edit an existing grade record's weight set, open the record and go to Settings. Go to the Categories and Weights tab and tweak the existing set or select a different one altogether. Be sure to save your changes. Once your traditional grade record is created, you can start adding graded items directly in the record or linking assignment submissions to the record. To enter grades as needed directly in the record, open the record and select one of the tabs. In Table View, you can quickly add assignment titles and enter scores for multiple students at once. Click the plus symbol across the top to add a new graded item, and the plus symbol in the table to add a score for that assignment. In Student View, you can see all of one student's assignments and grades in one place, which is great for individual review. New graded items cannot be created here, but scores for existing items can be entered. More than one score can also be entered for each graded item. The Graded Items tab is the best place to create a lot of graded items at once. Everything created here will appear in the table and student views. These graded items can also be linked to assignments on the student planner. However, it's important to understand that items created here will only appear in the grade record. They will not create new assignments on the student planner. Each assignment can include points earned and points possible if using the traditional point strategy, or the weight category if using the traditional percentage strategy, as well as dates and optional notes. Spark will automatically update the student's percentage or points total in the final column. We'll take a look at how to view and override final grades in a moment. Now let's take a look at how to grade submissions of assignments that were created directly on the student planner. The student planner top level can be accessed on the left navigation menu. This shows all assignments for all classrooms in the school. Or I can go to the classroom itself and to the student planner tab. All assignments created on the student planner appear on the students' portals and can be submitted by the student. Teachers can review submissions and approve them, and can enter grades for them if desired. The assignments on the student planner and the gradebooks can both stand alone and be used separately if desired. However, assignment submissions on the student planner can be linked to a grade record to easily store the grades for them there. This history assignment, called Quiz 1, has submissions from all of the students for me to open and review. To link an assignment submission to a grade record, I'll open the submission and then click Setup Grading on Assignment. This will take me into the assignment modal and to the Submissions and Grades tab. I can also access this tab by opening the assignment itself instead of the submission and going to the Submissions and Grades tab. Once I'm here, I click Select Grade Record. This will tell the system which grade record to store the grades for this submission in. I then select the gradebook. This classroom has one gradebook in it, titled High School 2025-26. I can find other gradebooks if I click the Show More menu. I then select the grade record within that high school gradebook that I want these grades stored within. I'll select History. Now I can either decide to create a new graded item within that grade record for this submission, or select from an already created graded item in the grade record. I already have a graded item in my record called Quiz 1, so I'll select that. Then I click Save. I can now enter grades for each of my students' submissions, and these will automatically be populated in my grade record. Let's take a look now in the grade record. I'm in my classroom and I go to Grades, open the grade book, find the grade record, and here I can see that Quiz 1 has those grades that I entered. I can also link a graded item within my grade record to an assignment that I created on the student planner. I can do that by clicking here on the table view, or going to the graded items view and clicking on the assignment. I then can search for the assignment I want to link to it. Now, when I go to my student planner in this classroom and to the submissions for that linked assignment, it will automatically be linked to the correct grade record in my grade book, and any grade entries I add here will populate there automatically. As you enter graded items and their scores, Spark will calculate final grades automatically based either on the weighted categories of each assignment or on the total points. If needed, you can override a student's final grade manually. Just click the final grade cell in the table view under the results column, or go to the student view and scroll to the bottom. Then toggle the computed setting off. Enter the final score and any other notes and data needed, and click Save. The system will keep all the graded item scores in place, but will display your override as the official grade. That's how traditional grading works in Spark, from setting up your grade record with percentage or points, to customizing scales and weights, recording grades, and finalizing results. Thanks for watching. Be sure to reach out to our team with any questions or feedback as you use this feature. And take a look at our other tutorial videos or help docs to learn more about using Spark's grade feature.